Could one simple driving habit quietly destroy your Subaru CVT transmission without showing warning signs for years? Many Subaru owners unknowingly damage their transmission during normal daily driving, and repair costs can become extremely expensive before the real problem is discovered. Sudden acceleration, rough shifting, overheating, and poor maintenance slowly create stress inside the transmission system every single day. In today's video, we shall uncover 7 driving habits secretly destroying your Subaru CVT transmission, including common mistakes mechanics notice all the time and smart habits that may help your Subaru last much longer. One habit on this list surprises many drivers because millions still do it daily without realizing the hidden damage. Let's dive in. 1. Aggressive driving before warm-up. One of the biggest mistakes Subaru owners make is driving aggressively right after starting the car. Many drivers start the engine and immediately press hard on the accelerator while rushing into traffic. The problem is that CVT transmission fluid needs time to warm up properly. When the fluid is cold, it moves less smoothly inside the transmission. Hard acceleration during this stage creates extra stress on important internal parts. The damage may not appear immediately, which makes this habit dangerous because drivers continue doing it every day. Mechanics usually recommend gentle driving during the first few minutes after startup. Smooth acceleration helps the fluid circulate properly while reducing unnecessary strain. This becomes even more important during winter mornings when cold temperatures make the fluid thicker. Many Subaru owners with long-lasting transmissions follow this simple habit carefully. They avoid sudden acceleration until the vehicle reaches normal operating temperature. Small habits like this can make a huge difference over time. 2. Shifting between drive and reverse too quickly. Another common habit damaging Subaru CVT transmissions is shifting between reverse and drive before the car completely stops moving. This usually happens during parking or tight turns. Some drivers reverse quickly and shift into drive, while the car still rolls backward slightly. Others shift into reverse before stopping fully. This creates sudden stress inside the transmission because the system must instantly change direction under pressure. Mechanics compare this to forcing moving machinery to reverse direction suddenly. Over time, repeated stress increases wear on transmission components and drivetrain parts. The safest habit is simple. Always stop the vehicle completely before changing between reverse and drive. Waiting 1 extra second may help reduce long-term transmission wear significantly. This habit becomes even more important on steep hills where extra vehicle weight places more pressure on the drivetrain. Smooth shifting helps protect the transmission while improving overall control. 3. Ignoring CVT fluid maintenance. Many Subaru owners believe transmission fluid lasts forever. Mechanics strongly disagree with this idea because CVT fluid slowly breaks down from heat and friction. Transmission fluid plays a major role inside a CVT system. It helps with lubrication, cooling, and hydraulic pressure. When the fluid becomes dirty or worn out, internal parts lose proper protection. Some drivers ignore transmission maintenance until warning lights or serious problems appear. Unfortunately, damage may already exist by then. Delayed acceleration, strange noises, or jerking movements are often signs that the transmission needs attention. Heat is one of the biggest enemies of CVT systems. Heavy traffic, mountain driving, hot weather, and towing create even more heat inside the transmission. Mechanics often recommend checking fluid conditions earlier for vehicles driven under difficult conditions. Preventive maintenance usually costs far less than replacing a damaged transmission later. Using the correct fluid also matters. CVT systems require specific transmission fluid types designed for proper operation. Incorrect fluid may cause overheating or rough performance. 4. Overloading the vehicle. Another driving habit secretly damaging Subaru CVT transmissions is carrying too much weight or towing beyond safe limits. Many drivers underestimate how much stress extra weight places on the transmission system. Heavy cargo, overloaded roof racks, packed trunks, and trailers force the transmission to work much harder during acceleration and climbing. This creates excessive heat inside the CVT. Heat slowly weakens transmission fluid protection and increases internal wear. Long uphill drives during summer weather make the situation even worse. Some Subaru owners continue towing heavy loads despite warning signs like hesitation, burning smells, or reduced power. Even if the vehicle still drives normally, long-term damage may already be building inside the transmission. Mechanics recommend following towing limits carefully and avoiding unnecessary weight whenever possible. Smooth driving and lower speeds also help reduce transmission stress during heavy loads. Drivers living in mountainous areas should remain especially careful because steep roads increase pressure on the drivetrain for long periods. 5. Aggressive stop and go driving. Heavy traffic creates another hidden danger for Subaru CVT transmissions. Many drivers accelerate aggressively for short distances, then brake suddenly moments later. This repeated stop and go pattern forces a transmission to adjust constantly under pressure. Over time, extra heat and wear begin building inside the system. CVT transmissions operate best with smooth and gradual acceleration. Calm driving creates less stress compared to sudden throttle changes and aggressive lane switching. Mechanics often notice that calm drivers experience fewer transmission problems than drivers who constantly rush through traffic. Leaving more space between vehicles allows smoother acceleration and braking. Aggressive driving also reduces fuel economy and increases wear on brakes and tires. Many drivers believe hard acceleration saves time, but traffic usually stops again moments later. Patience behind the wheel helps protect the transmission and improves long-term reliability. Small driving habits repeated daily create major results over many years. 6. Ignoring early warning signs. One of the most costly mistakes Subaru owners make is ignoring subtle transmission warning signs. Many drivers continue using their vehicle for months, dismissing strange behavior as minor quirks or aging components. Perhaps the car hesitates slightly during acceleration, produces unusual noises at certain speeds, or the transmission feels rough when creeping through traffic. These small symptoms often indicate early problems developing inside the CVT. Unfortunately, too many people wait until a major warning light appears on the dashboard before visiting a mechanic. By that point, minor issues may have evolved into serious internal damage, making repairs far more expensive and complicated. Modern Subaru vehicles monitor transmission performance carefully, and warning lights are designed to alert drivers to problems while they are still manageable. Mechanics emphasize that early detection often allows for simple interventions, such as a fluid service, belt adjustment, or minor part replacement. Delaying diagnosis can result in extensive damage to components like the torque converter or planetary gears, leading to costly repairs, or even a complete transmission replacement. Drivers should pay attention to signs like whining sounds, vibrations, slipping gears, unusual overheating smells, or delayed throttle response. Taking action at the first sign of trouble can prevent complete transmission failure, maintain smooth performance, and extend the life of the vehicle. A few careful observations in early service can save thousands of dollars over the life of a Subaru. 7. Parking incorrectly on hills. One surprisingly harmful habit involves parking incorrectly on steep hills. Many drivers shift directly into park before using the parking brake. This forces the entire vehicle weight against the transmission parking mechanism instead of allowing the parking brake to hold the load. Over time, repeated pressure may increase transmission wear. Mechanics recommend a better method. While holding the foot brake, apply the parking brake first, then shift into park afterward. This allows the parking brake to support the vehicle weight properly. Some drivers notice a loud clunk when shifting out of park on hills. That sound often means the transmission was holding too much pressure. Using the parking brake regularly also helps keep brake components functioning properly. Drivers living in hilly areas should pay close attention to this habit because repeated stress builds slowly over many years. Small habits matter more than most people realize. Subaru CVT transmissions can last a long time when treated properly, but harmful daily driving habits slowly create where without obvious warning signs at first. Smooth acceleration, proper maintenance, gentle shifting, and early inspections may help reduce transmission problems significantly. Mechanics often say transmission life depends heavily on daily behavior behind the wheel. Many expensive repairs begin with small mistakes repeated thousands of times. Drivers who understand these habits gain a major advantage because simple changes today may help avoid serious problems later. There you have 7 driving habits secretly destroying your Subaru CVT transmission, and the hidden mistakes many drivers make every day without realizing the long-term damage building inside the system. These habits may seem harmless at first, but repeated stress over time can lead to overheating, rough shifting, expensive repairs, and early transmission failure. The good news is that simple changes in daily driving habits may help protect your Subaru and improve reliability for many more years. Which driving habit surprised you the most? And which one do you think drivers ignore most often? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful automotive videos and simple car maintenance tips.